of a sad day today because my beloved Husqvarna 562 XP I think has been sold. It's a 20-inch bar on it here. There we are. And you know what a great saw this is. I'm selling it because, you know, apart from chopping up some logs, I'm not really doing any heavy work. I bought it because I thought I would cut down some trees, but I've never really got to that stage. Trees tend to be cut down by professionals, not by amateurs. What's great about the 562 XP? Well, the great thing is the engine. It sounds fantastic. It's also got, you know, 2 bolts. It's very easy to adjust the chain there with that screw there. It's got your dogs. It's got a cool black muffler there. What's it got? It's got a traditional bulb primer. It's fairly easy to start. It can take 4 or 5 pulls to get it going, but once it's hot, it starts easy. Chain oil adjustment is that screw there underneath, and it's really built for serious work. It's a real tough piece of kit, and I love it. It just sounds great. It's got a real kind of deep, throaty chug 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 sound to it, which you can probably hear in one of my earlier videos. I was going to sell either it or my 241, but the guy seems to want this one, so the 241 will be a keeper then. This is the 241. Stihl's approach is a bit different. They're a bit more high tech. You don't have a primer bulb on here, for example. You do have a decompression valve. Instead of having the nice security of the 2 bar nuts, you've just got the 1 bar nut. Now here's a lesson for me. This had been sitting in my garage, and it hadn't been properly set up, and I don't think I tightened this one nut, and I don't like this one nut. I think there should be 2 nuts. Anyway, when I was testing to see that the chain oil was coming through, onto the chain, and as I looked at it, the bar flew off and also the chain flew off, and you can see what a chain catcher does. See that? Can you see how it's damaged down there in the base? It just caught the chain as the chain flew off, so there was no danger to me whatsoever. It's just as well because I was wearing sandals. But you know, the Stihl, it's a good engine. It cuts well, probably cuts almost as well as the Husqvarna, but it doesn't feel as great as the Husqvarna. It doesn't have the great sound. It's more like a scalpel compared to a butcher's knife or something. I mean, so this is the one I'm going to have. It's a bit lighter. I think it's about, 2.3 watts, 3 horsepower. And the Husqvarna, I mean, it's a 40cc saw, 42cc saw. Maybe it's a 41, maybe that's why it's called a 241. Anyway, and this is a 60cc, 59cc saw with about 3.5 kilowatts of power, and 4.5, 5 horsepower. So 50% more power from the Stihl. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the sharpness of the chain, really. But if you wanted to cut down a big tree, I mean, that's a 20-inch bar with about, I think, 19-inch available. I mean, you could cut a fair size of tree with that. I've also got a 28-inch bar, or a 24-inch bar as a spare for the guy. And the Stihl, well, probably for what I'm doing, which is just logs, the Stihl's enough. But I'll miss the Husqvarna. I hate selling tools. I love tools. I love petrol engine tools. And I've loved this Husqvarna. I guess if I was ever lucky enough to become a proper logger or a arborist or cut down some real trees, I could just buy another one. But he's getting a good deal. So, sad days.